So everything right now looks like reddish, pinky, super pink. So while I was watching that video, the whole time I kept thinking there was like little like spotty things behind your head on the wall, and it looked like a thought bubble, and it looked like your thought was just out of the camera so we couldn't see it. It kept distracting me. I really like the Shakespearean tragedies, but mostly because my English class kind of thought they were a little ridiculous. Macbeth is significantly less ridiculous than Hamlet, I think. Hamlet is like the most ridiculous tragedy. My English class split into groups where we were supposed to act out scenes in Hamlet. And in my group, I was Hamlet. And so, of course, I wore like this all black form fitting, like black pants, black turtleneck, black beret. And I just kind of gallivanted around looking all super emo and behaving like I was emo and acting like my life was just so terrible because my dad died and my mom married my uncle and blah blah blah, everything is terrible. I'm really glad you like Lauren. I tell basically everyone I know that they should listen to her because I just think she's like that great. Same with Julia, of course, but Lauren I feel like you have to watch, not even watch her videos, but like listen to her music a few times before you can really get into it. But like, I don't know, I feel like once I actually started reading into it, once I read her lyrics, that's when I was officially like sold, like, oh my god, this girl is an incredible musician. It was with the lyrics because they're also awesome. But really, her songwriting is really good too. It's just like her lyrics in particular are so clever and well strung together. I am so jealous. I can't write lyrics for crap. I actually am not like a big like movie connoisseur. Like I like watching movies a lot, but I'm not particularly picky, and as a general rule, I guess I'm not really fond of movies. I prefer watching series. Like I really like Friends and That 70s Show and Malcolm in the Middle. But I'm a bigger fan of those than movies. Usually when I have time, I watch series instead of movies, except for Disney movies because I really like them. And I'm so bad with directors. Like the only directors I know are George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and M. Night Shyamalan. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know. I agree with you that the Transformers movies were really bad movies. However, I still kind of like them. I think we all know why. I've never had a dream that I got married, but I did have a nightmare once that someone I was dating at the time told me they loved me. Needless to say, that was a bad idea to be dating them. I think the superhero blog thing, like back and forth, sounds kind of awesome, where it's like telling a story about what happens via video blog. Because as far as I know, I don't know anyone else who does that, like anything else that's popular. There's this thing that I've heard of called the Joker blogs, but it's like someone who dresses up and acts like the Joker and does blogs about being evil. And those are interesting and kind of scary. But those are already like based off of an existing superhero, and I don't know, they do something kind of different. And I just think it's a good idea. I'm not sure if your dream about the robot, if you like invented the robot, or not, but it made me think that I really like having dreams where I come up with something brilliant, because like in your dream it's so brilliant, and then you wake up and you remember what your brilliant idea was, and it's actually really, really bad. I remember once I just had this dream that I wrote like this beautiful, awesome song, and it was just amazing, basically, and then I woke up and it was not so amazing. I don't remember what it was anymore, but it was bad. Speaking of crazy dreams, I had a silly one the other night. I had a dream about Julia Nunes and Lauren O'Connell, basically, which I've had, like, I think maybe one or two dreams about each of them before, like, randomly, like when I had the dream that Lauren was my roommate. But I've talked to Lauren through, like, Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that, just, like, responses. Anyways, in my dream, I had said something to her through like Twitter or something that had offended her, and she was very upset with me. Like, she was really mad at me. But I didn't know that I'd offended her. And I was talking to Julia Nunes on some kind of instant messenger thing, because I wasn't even like friends with Julia Nunes in my dream. I just was like, had some way to contact her through instant message, I guess. I don't know. I didn't understand. It didn't make any sense. But I was talking to Julia Nunes through instant messenger, and she kept dropping hints that Lauren was pissed at me, but never just like downright saying it. And so eventually I was just like, is Lauren mad at me? Because I haven't heard anything back from her in a while. It was like fourth grade drama with musicians that I like.